Halos look to turn things around against the Chicago White Sox here tonight at the Big A on this hump day at Angels Stadium. Tyler Skaggs is on the mound for the Halos. See if he can start a little winning streak. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Kubica. I'm Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us once again for Angels baseball. We mentioned Tyler Skaggs is on the mound. And I guess if you're going to try to start some sort of a winning streak, might as well have your best pitcher on the mound. And so far this year, it has been Tyler.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about it, over his last 7 starts, he has thrown the ball exceptionally well. His fastball command has been very good. His four-seam fastball, 93, 94, 95 mile-an-hour fastball on a consistent basis. He will run that upstairs, especially when you look at the White Sox lineup. They will have some guys that will chase pitches out of the strike zone, and then that ability to throw his curveball, not only in the strike zone, but he gets swing and misses at non-strikes, change up solid too. 1-4-3 in those last 7 starts for Tyler Skaggs. Get ahead of the count, expand against his very aggressive lineup for Chicago, and get deep in the game and get some runs scored. He hasn't got a whole lot of runs scored, especially for him at home. Hopefully some early runs tonight for the offense against them.
Outside of Sunday, the Angels haven't scored many runs on this homestand so far, so they're trying to change things up. Little wrinkle in the lineup with Shohei Ohtani batting in the number 2 spot. No Ian Kinsler tonight, as David Fletcher gets to start at second base. James Shields is on the mound for the White Sox as we're just about ready for baseball here in sunny Southern California. Sit back, relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return.
Sports West is brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Welcome back out to Angels Stadium, the third of a 4-game set between the Halos and the Chicago White Sox. The Angels, for the first time this season, 2 games under 500 at 50 and 52, having dropped the first 2 of this series, and now find themselves at 25 and 27 at home this year. So the struggles continue. And with that said,
through the 3 games against the Houston Astros and the first 2 against the Chicago White Sox. The starting pitching has given the offense an opportunity to be in games. The offense has just sputtered along, except, of course, on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. These are the games, especially for Tyler Skaggs, as he goes to that next level as far as a starting pitcher, working his way towards a number 1, number 2 in a rotation. These are the opportunities where you get your teammates behind you by pitching an excellent game and put yourself in position to pick up another W. Already career highs as far as wins in innings and strikeouts this season for Tyler Skaggs.
Skaggs on the mound, getting ready to start his warm-up pitches. Take a look at Rick Renteria's lineup for the 34 and 64 Chicago White Sox. 4th in the Central. They'll have Tim Anderson as they change their lineup around. Leading things off, he's at shortstop. Lurie Garcia's in left. Jose Abreu at first base. Obviously, El Garcia's in right. Yohan Moncada at second base. Matt Davis in the DH. Yolmer Sanchez at third. Omar Narvaez behind the plate. Adam Engel batting 9th, playing in center field. Tyler Skaggs on the hill. This will be his 19th start, 7-6 with a 2.68 ERA.
Yeah, fastball is 90-95, curveball, changeup, 106 strikeouts in 104 innings pitched. My go-tos for Tyler to be successful. We talked about him in the opening. The reason why he's successful in the go-tos tonight, his ability to ride that 4-seam fastball upper part of the strike zone and using that fastball more so this season than he has in the past. Location has been great, velocity has been consistent, and then use that curveball to the corners. Starts it in the strike zone, breaks it down and away. Very good balance as far as fastball upstairs, curveball same plane to get his swing and miss down and away.
Check out the Angels on the defensive side of things. Looks like this in the outfield with Upton, Trout, and Calhoun. The standard fare from left to right. Valbuena tonight gets a start at third base. Simmons at short. Fletcher, we mentioned, at second base. Pujols at first. Jose Briseño behind the plate tonight.
And Justin Upton now with 6 outfield assists in left field. Second only to Cole Calhoun, 7 and 9 outfield assists last season, which tied a career high for Justin Upton.
Angels drop in game 2 by the final of 4-2. Last night, just a total of 4 hits for the Halos as Felix Pena got the start and took the loss, dropping his record to an even 1-1. Anderson, the shortstop, 2 for 4 last night. 4 hits in the series. Comes in batting .250, 13 doubles, 2 triples, 14 home runs, and 42 runs batted in. First one tonight from Skaggs. In there for a strike. Brian Knight calling the balls and strikes. Jerry Davis over at first base. Ryan Attiton at second. Pat Hoberg at third base. Last night game of this 4-game set. We've got a afternoon affair tomorrow. The Mariners come to town on Friday. 1 ball, 1 strike.
See early on for Skaggs trying to establish that 4-seam fastball upstairs.
It's been an effective pitch for him this year. That the soft contact outs, the off-speed stuff away.
When you look at Anderson, the way he has his hands over the plate, very similar with Cole Calhoun, to have better coverage. He had a base hit in the series to right field on a fastball away. Look, right now would be that time to throw that curveball to get a swing and miss.
Got him with a high fastball. Down goes Anderson, 1 down.
Well, we talked about using that fastball more. He's really comfortable and confident with his fastball. Great angle he has. Good balance, and see how quickly this fastball was by Anderson. He looked like he was looking for a secondary pitch, whether it's a curveball or changeup. Late tried to punch that ball to right, couldn't make contact.
Lurie Garcia steps in, switch hitter. 283 hitter. 361 from the right side. He takes ball 1. Tyler making his second start of the homestand. Took the loss against Houston on the 20th. Gave up 3 runs on 6 hits and 6 innings of work. Walked 3, struck out 1. Fewest walks, pardon me, fewest strikeouts he'd had in any game this year.
Yeah, I talked to him after that start. He said he didn't have great command, but I felt when you get to that next level, when you don't have your best stuff, you find a way to keep your team in the game, and that's exactly what he did. He said he had an excellent bullpen session in between that start and this start here tonight.
2 balls, 1 strike. Well, back upstairs to that fastball. 3-1. A lot of day games today throughout Major League Baseball. Just a couple of games on tap tonight. This one, of course, the last one to get started. Astros leading Colorado in the 6th. Texas hosting Oakland, leading 4-1 at the bottom of the 5th in Arlington. Everything else in the books. And there's a strike. Just did catch the corner, apparently. Full count. Jose Abreu on deck. And down goes Garcia. And back-to-back strikeouts.
A lot of times you'll see that, Victor, especially as a hitter. You see a borderline pitch. You thought it was a ball, and the umpire calls it a strike, so you have a tendency to expand your strike zone, and that's what happened there to Garcia. Expand the strike zone, try to catch up to a high 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Could not do so. Back-to-back punch-outs for Skaggs.
Here's Abreu, 253 average, 14 home runs, 55 runs batted in. It's a slow breaking ball for a strike. Jose went 1 for 4 yesterday. Picked up an RBI with the bases loaded walk. 27 doubles on the season. 0-2.
And also, as we keep talking about Skaggs getting better and better, his ability to throw his curveball for a first pitch and for a strike. Big strides for him this season.
Two up, 2 down for Skaggs. Now the 1-2. Abreu a swing and a miss for the first time in this series. The starting pitchers retired the side in order to start the game. We'll head to the bottom of the 1st with no score.
2 on fastballs, and then a breaking ball. Strikes out the side in the 1st inning. Sharp break to that curve.
For 103 of the season. Cole Calhoun leading things off in right field. Shohei Ohtani DHing. He'll bat second. Trout is in center. Upton's in left. Pujols at first base. Pardon me, at DH. No, at first base. Simmons at shortstop. Valbuena, told you it's a lineup change, so a lot of different looks. Valbuena's at third. Briseño behind the plate. Fletcher at second base, batting ninth as he'll take on the Southern California product. 36-year-old now, the veteran James Shields on the mound.
Yeah, fastballs 87, 92. Don't throw a lot of fastballs, although a cut fastball, quite a few. Curve and very good changeup.
22nd start of the season for Shields, 4-11 with that 4.26 ERA.
Pretty good career numbers against the Angels for Shields. 7-4 with a 3.10 ERA.
That's over 15 starts. He's pitched all right here at the Big A. This will be his 8th career start in this ballpark.
Three infielders on the right side. The first one is cut on and missed. 92-mile-per-hour fastball. It's an 0-1 count on Calhoun. Cole at 189. 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Had one of the Angels' 4 hits. It was an RBI double last night. Ended up going 1 for 3. Also picked up a walk. He's that devastating changeup. Always been good. Really good this year. Left-handed batters have struggled against just a .202 batting average against.
Yeah, remember it was a great pitch for him when he was with Tampa, and then kind of got away from that with Kansas City. His changeup has been very, very effective. He has great pitching mechanics and balance over the pitching rubber. It really allows for him to have that solid changeup.
And down goes Calhoun for the first out.
My go-to is to be successful against James Shields for the Angels, and their approach against him is catch up that cutter, middle part of the plate, the mistake cutter. And he throws a lot of them. When it's over the plate, be ready to jump on that mistake and don't expand against the changeup. We saw it already there against Cole Calhoun. He tries to get that in the strike zone, and the bottom drops. He gets to swing a non-strike with his changeup. So don't swing at that changeup when you see it starting at the knees, because it's going to be out of the strike zone.
First one to Ohtani in there for a strike. Shohei batting in the number 2 spot, 279 average, 8 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Had a pinch hit opportunity last night in the 9th inning and skied one to center. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it was both veteran pitchers, especially when numbers start to decline, you tend to reinvent yourself. Shields has kind of done that. A little different arm angle, gives you a little different look on occasion.
He's always had a pretty good cutter, but he's doing a lot more cut fastballs. Look at
really
percentages. That changeup, about 17% of his pitches are changeups. So quite a few of them already in this game. Much better against left-handed batters than he is right-handed batters. Why? Because of his changeup.
And got him with a changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down.
So far, the pitchers have not allowed the baseball in play.
Take a look at the defense, brought to you by Infinity. The White Sox stack up like this with Lurie Garcia in left, Angles in center, Avisail Garcia in right, Sanchez, Anderson, Moncada, and Abreu from third to first. Navaez behind the plate.
And Anderson at shortstop, starting to show some improvement as far as his fielding percentage. 966 this year, up from 952 last season. He's turned 47 double plays, has a fantastic throwing arm, just getting better and better defensively at shortstop. Not quite there yet, but getting better.
He's 25 years of age as Trout takes a fastball just below the knees. Mike, a 305 average, 26 home runs, 54 runs batted in. 0 for 2 last night with 2 walks. Also picked up an RBI and stole a base.
That's one of those mistakes, cut fastballs. It backed up. That's one of those a little bit further out over the plate. Trout has a chance to hit that a long way. I think it's 3-0 right now.
Yes, it is, Mark.
Could this be the time?
What do you think, Mark?
No.
3-1. Throws that same pitch, he will.
Yeah, right now he loved that pitch back.
Upton on deck. And a sky to left field. Lurie Garcia drifting back onto the warning track near the wall. Gone! Big fly for Mike Trout. 1-0 Halos.
Did he get it back? He got it back. It was great. Trout signing autographs just before the game, before taking the field defensively. Comes up his first at bat on a 3-1 pitch. His 3rd career home run against James Shields. Almost the exact same spot. mean, that's one of those cutters, I think, once again, it didn't quite get exactly where he wanted to. Cutter you want to have going away that stayed middle of the plate, and Trout does not miss that pitch. And one of those special moments, signing autographs just before you take the field and homer in your first at bat again, Mike Trout. Talked about jumping on and getting one of those mistake cutter. Got one. 3-1.
27th of the season. 55 runs batted in.
Angels 34-9 when they score first.
One-two count on Upton, hitting .250, 20 home runs, 56 RBIs. Yesterday 0 for 4. Fastball. This is off the plate. Shields clearly wanted that one. Doesn't get it. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him with a changeup. 3 strikeouts for Shields, but sandwiched between the second and third. A blast by Mike Trout to give the Angels the early lead.
Patient at bat, got into a spot where he could look for his zone. Got it, hits it out. Angels up 1-0. Solo home run in the bottom of the first. Now it's time for Mercedes-Benz League leaders in the Angels starting staff since May 1st. Third best in the majors as far as ERA for the starters. That's 9 different starters used during that stretch. Only the Dodgers and the Astros with a better ERA starting pitching wise than the Angels were in this stretch.
4-5-6 for the White Sox here in the second. Garcia, Moncada, and Davidson. Abisail hitting .268, 10 home runs, 21 runs batted in. 0 for 3 yesterday, had a sac fly. Waves at the off-speed pitch.
That's a real good changeup. It's one of those pitches we talked a lot about, that automatic high 0-2 fastball. Now, if you're Garcia, you're tracking something lower part of the strike zone. I think if you're going to throw that 0-2 fastball up, you might as well go back upstairs again.
Just didn't get it up high enough. To reach for that off-speed pitch. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 punch outs for each starting pitcher. 6 strikeouts, 1 home run through 1 inning. Pretty much sums up Major League Baseball nowadays. Upstairs.
Back in that first inning for a strikeout for Skaggs against Abreu, in a little over 2,800 RPMs as far as spin rate on his curveball.
Breaking ball gets him. Garcia thinking that pitch may be off the plate, but it gets rung up. So 4 batters up, 4 batters down via the strikeout. Here comes Moncada.
Take a look at our Nissan pitch-cast on that backdoor curveball. Talk about spin rate. Last inning to get a Abreu. This one he locks him up. It gets the call with it's about a baseball or so off the outside corner.
Or a foot, whatever. Or so. I like the or so.
Yeah, fairly close. Fairly close to somewhere near the strike zone.
Within the vicinity.
Within the big A.
Moncada takes a strike. What I like about that breaking ball is when he gets in trouble, it's that he doesn't throw a non-strike with the breaking ball. It's too good of a breaking pitch. At least that one, while it was in the strike zone, and we'll use that term loosely right now, it was away.
Yeah.
Away from a power hitting guy.
There is some times during the course of a game where Tyler will guide his curveball, where he wants to almost throw the perfect one instead of having that good follow through like he threw to Jose Abreu with the swing and miss. You don't want to slow the body down. See where his hand is, the way he's able to get that, and where it starts. That's why his curveball is so effective. It's the same plane as his 4-seam fastball.
Foul back. Coming at you, Goobs. Get over it. Ah, it just fell short. Got to dive for that ball, man. That's the one you got to make the play on.
This dive for it?
Yeah, lay out.
Believe I can fly?
The folks down there at the Diamond Club will be happy to catch you.
Oh.
It's a flying Goobaza.
Yeah, that would work out good.
Yeah, we can take that show on the road. One time.
Yeah, one time only?
That's it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought that was going to be a perfect little lob right to you.
Yeah, that'd be the one I'd like to catch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the opportunity.
Yeah.
Just make the running leap.
Didn't quite bring my parachute with me.
If they still had the netting that extended to the back shot,
yeah,
then you just bounce up and down the netting all the way down.
Say, wee.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Be like a circus act. Those guys jump off the trapeze and they land on the net.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
Is there a ballpark that's still Boston, right? Fenway
Yes.
has it still.
Yeah. That's a little bit far up there, though.
And down goes Moncada. How about this? 5 up, 5 down via the strikeout.
After the first couple of strikeouts on fastballs, 3 in a row on all speed pitches. Changeup, a very good changeup. Great arm action. It's all set up with your ability to throw a fastball, arm side fastball to come back with a changeup. The key, especially when we talk about spin rate, very little as far as RPMs on a good changeup, and he had that one, that last one. A little over 1,800.
Davidson bounces this one foul behind in the count at 0-2. The DH hit 220, 14 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Trying to change the eye level. Now back. A 1-2 count.
Try that back leg curveball right now, down and in.
A little dribbler toward third and goes foul. He's got a feel for that breaking ball away from a right-handed batter right now.
Especially when you could throw a breaking ball in the outside corner against a righty. If you can go back with that arm side fastball at the knees away, it should freeze him. At the very least, you got to be looking for Cole Calhoun to have to field something that way. If he's going to stay back on it, he's going to have to hit the ball to right field.
I like that pitch.
First Angels pitcher to strike out the first 5 batters in a game since our good buddy Jim Abbott did in 1995. Abby with a no-hitter in his career.
2-2. Trying to go 6 up, 6 down with 6 strikeouts. 2-2 now. Off the play, full count.
Feel he's going to throw a curveball here, 3-2.
Now. Davidson lines one out to right. Cole is there. That's the curl back around. And a 1-2-3 second inning. Shut down inning. 1-0 Angels. We head to the bottom of the second. 7:07 fans in attendance receive the flowery Hawaiian print bucket hat courtesy of Pericone Farms while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com.
This is a fantastic hat.
Aloha. Hey, tomorrow, can you get a ukulele? And Albert launches one out to left field. 2-0 Halos. Huge big fly, and he watched it for a while, and I don't think James Shields enjoyed it.
Albert Pujols with that home run passes Ken Griffey Jr. on the all-time home run list. 631. As James Shields still looking at Albert. Maybe he was saying, hey, that was a good swing. First career home run against James Shields. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco as Albert. 17th home run of the season, jumping on that very first pitch, a lower part of the strike zone, and Albert crushed that baseball. Well over 400 feet. It's a 405th different pitcher Albert Pujols has homered against.
Simmons takes a strike. Dropped down to the 6th spot in the order. Take a look at the all-time home run list. Willie Mays up next, 660. 1-1 strike on Simmons.
That baseball's crushed. $15 home runs allowed by Shields coming into the game, 2 already in 2 innings.
Simmons hitting .303 on the season. He'll go down swinging on the breaking ball. His struggles in the month of July continue.
This off balance, a little uncomfortable looking in the batter's box right now for Simba.
4th strikeout for Shields to go with the 2 home runs allowed. The Pujols home run, 430. Yeah, I'd admire that one too. I don't care if you're a veteran or not.
And you're passing Ken Griffey Jr. on the all-time home run list too. Yeah. This is changeup. He's throwing his changeup very well against lefties. His numbers versus fastballs compared to his secondary pitches, 247 versus fastball, coming into the game with 6 home runs allowed. 228 versus his secondary pitches, 9 home runs allowed.
Buena pulls it foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Luis getting the start at 3rd. 202 batting average, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. Struck out as a pinch hitter to end the game last night. So 249 on base percentage. The strikeouts have been a huge issue for Luis this year. 95 strikeouts and 258 at bats. And down goes Valbuena. 2 outs.
So far, he's not allowed anything put into play. It's 2 home runs and 5 strikeouts for Shields. My Hyundai key for this game to be successful against Shields. So far, it's been successful as far as the approach. Level up. Level up on those swings, especially when he makes mistakes, whether it's his cut fastball, which Trout did, or his 2-seam fastball, which Albert Pujols did. 2 home runs in the game, leveling up on that swing and driving out of the ballpark.
Jose Briseño getting the start today behind the plate. 286 average, a double, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Evens up the count. Tied to 40 at time. Trout and Pujols have homered in the same game. For the Angels, of course. 29 and 10 through the first 39.
Not unusual for Trout to hit a home run in the first inning, just like Albert Pujols, although he hit his in the second inning. Albert, the all-time leader as far as home runs in the first inning. Trout has been on a pretty good run himself, home runs in the first inning.
1-2 now from Shields. Senyo goes down swinging, and the strikeouts continue for James Shields, but he's given up 2 long balls. Albert Pujols got him on the first pitch of the second inning, 17th of this season. The Angels will take a 2-0 lead to the third.
Over Chicago, top of the third. Talk about what we're seeing a lot in baseball of late as far as baseball's not put in play necessarily. 5 strikeouts, 1 flyout for the offense for the White Sox, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs for the Angels. Albert Pujols passing Ken Griffey Jr. Mike Trout with his 27th home run of the season.
Tyler Skaggs has thrown 37 pitches. 5 strikeouts and a fly ball to right. Facing the bottom third of the order is Yolmer Sanchez. The third baseman takes a strike.
Yeah, as much as you love strikeouts, you'd like to have a quick inning right here, maybe a couple ground ball outs.
Push bunt toward first. Pujols will barehanded flip it to Fletcher. Who's covering. They got
incredible.
him.
He is such a smart player. Once you make the first baseman field that baseball, you get by the pitcher. Most times, that's a hit. Let's take a look. We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. But Albert, good presence of mind also. Once he gets this bunt, right away looks to see a Fletcher, and he is right there to be able to be at that base to beat Sanchez to the bag. What an excellent play by Albert with the bare hand, the flip, the Fletcher being there at first base. Excellent decision by David Fletcher. Keep in mind, he's played a tremendous third base. A lot of action last couple of games. Moves over to second tonight. Solid play being there at first base. Great feed by Albert also.
The one jolt of energy the Angels have got been because of David Fletcher.
I agree. His energy, outstanding.
Narvaez, the catcher, hitting .293. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 4 game last night. Takes upstairs, 2-1. Good breaking ball. I think as a pitcher, when you see a hitter kind of go pick the body up and then back down with the breaking ball as he's tracking it, that's got to be the best feeling in the world. 2-2, and he got him with the breaking ball.
Slightly better.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
You know, I still think the best thing as a pitcher is when you jam the hitter and it's a soft little pop-up right back at the
Bet you bare hand?
Yeah, it's better than a strikeout. Back-to-back real good break balls. You throw the break ball for a strike, a hitter will expand the strike zone to get him swinging a non-strike, swing and miss. Another strikeout in this game. 6 already for Tyler Skaggs. 112 on the season.
In for a strike. Season high is 8. He's done that 4 times this year.
Faced 9 batters tonight, 8 first pitch strikes.
Angle tardy on that fastball. 0-2. 214 average for the White Sox center fielder. It's the 5th 0-2 count that Tyler's had tonight. Down goes Angle, another strikeout for Tyler Skaggs. 9 up, 9 down. Halos up 2-0.
And the Angels do a great job of giving back to their community, and today was a perfect example of that as they made their monthly visit to Children's Hospital of Orange County with Andrew Heaney, David Fletcher, and special guest Shohei Ohtani. Now the boys spent the day playing with the kids in the game room, coloring, playing board games, then spent some one-on-one time with the kids, bringing them care kits with game tickets, signed balls, and while we were there, Shohei Ohtani actually made a new little friend who told us she wants to be a singer when she grows up, and we all sang "Do You Want to Build a Snowman Together?" Honestly, guys, it's so special to not only see the impact the players have on the kids, but also the impact that the kids have on the players.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of that even in the pregame show, and I'll tell you what, that is to go in there and be able to put some smiles on the youngster's face. That's just a great feeling as a player to be able to do that.
The other side that fans don't see too often of players.
Shohei doing some singing while he was there also.
Good pipes from what I understand.
Yes.
1-1 count on Fletcher. 9-1-2 for the Angels against James Shields. 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. 2 balls and a strike. Fletcher at .295 average, 6 doubles, a triple, a home run, 11 runs batted in. Batting that leadoff spot last night. An RBI double, went 1 for 3, also picked up a walk.
Pretty interesting. James Shields is kind of moving around as infielders.
Bouncer to third. Sanchez is there. 1 away. So Shields records an out, putting the ball in play for the first time tonight.
And it was interesting, before he threw that pitch, he was looking at his infielders and move Moncado back over towards a more traditional second base side. and he gets a ground ball out to third base.
Hey, go Goobs, don't look now, but Chris Davis just hit a 3-run home run for the Oakland A's. They're down 5-4 now.
I was just joking around. It's 5-1. Well, how long before Oakland makes another one of those comebacks?
Yeah, they're trying to mount another one. Calhoun struck out in the first. Hits this one off the mound, and that's Anderson on the second base side of things. An assist to the mound there. 2 outs.
See what kind of adjustment Shohei Ohtani can make at the plate this time around. Quite a few changeups. One fastball, the rest changeups from Shields against him. The one thing we've seen from Shohei Ohtani, he makes adjustments extremely quick. Great numbers against AL Central teams to see, over 400 batting average, including 4 home runs.
Gets a breaking ball to start this plate appearance.
So far, true to form as far as batting average for lefties versus Shields as compared to righties. 202 for left-handed batters against Shields. 265 for right-handers. Both hits in the game, home runs versus right-handed batters.
Two on down. Pulls it foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shohei 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Trout a home run in the first. Pujols a home run in the second. Both solo shots. Here comes the 2-2. Lays off. Did not go.
Slow curveball. We'll throw his curveball and throw a real slow one. 73, 75 mile an hour curveball. Throw a cutter and a changeup. Get along with his 2 and 4-seam fastball.
Trout on deck. Payoff pitch. Shohei lays off and works the walk. Off-speed pitch and sailed off the plate. So Trout will come up with a man on.
And Mike Trout, when you go back to even last season, that's September 25th of 2017 for Trout versus James Shields. That ball went a long, long way against him. And then tonight, a cut fastball on a 3-1 pitch. Trout homers off James Shields. 2 home runs there, and he's got 3 in his career against Shields.
A few guys we've seen fall behind Trout, throw a 3-0 fastball for a strike, and then actually throw another strike to follow. Trout swinging first pitch, gets a breaking ball there.
And that's that cutter he's got. That was what he was trying to do that last at bat, but mentioned him as far as go-tos, as far as getting one of those mistake cutters, and that's what Trout got.
You own this guy. You own him.
So far in this game, Shields has faced 12 batters, 10 first pitch strikes. So that's why you're seeing a lot of strikeouts in this game, because both pitchers are getting it ahead 0-1.
Give yourself some options getting ahead 0-1. 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. Nice block. Tony's not going anywhere.
Especially with a cut fastball, there's a lot of room on that right side of the infield for Trout just to punch a ball that way. See right here, you got all kinds of room to be able to hit a baseball on a cutter going that other way. And that's what James Shields throws quite a few of them.
Ohtani at first base with 2 outs. 1-2 to Trout. Off speed, pulled down the left field line. That is a fair ball headed to the corner. Ohtani will turn and head to third. Played cleanly in left field by Lurie Garcia. Trout at second with a double. So 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, how quick was his hand to bring his hands inside on that baseball and rocketed that ball down to left field. Tried to turn that pitch over, and Trout brought his hands inside and lined that down in the corner. So 2 extra base hits already for Trout in this game. Home run and a double. 2 in scoring position for Justin Upton. 19th double to go along now with his 27th home run earlier in the game.
One ball, no strikes on Upton. Gilby, that's the first multi-hit game Trout has had in which he's had 2 extra base hits since June 12th when he had the multi-homer game against the Seattle Mariners. He's had a couple of multi-hit games, but singles or a double here and nothing else. Two balls, no strikes on Upton, who struck out in the first.
Trout has hit for the cycle in his career, and he did that here at the Big A.
The Angels 7 for 37 with men in scoring position on the homestand.
Remember, you were talking about that even on the pregame show, how important it is. So we talk about the struggles for the offense, but getting back on track as far as hitting with runners in scoring position, that means using the big part of the field. Don't get in that pull mode.
Three-one count. Play shift on Upton with Moncada, the second baseman, up the middle. Abreu off the line at first, and Pujols on deck. Here's a 3-1. Full count. Been a struggle for Justin in these type of situations, really, not just this year, but going back to September when he was acquired by the Angels. It's the 163 batting average since September 1st last year with men in scoring position. You got 2 ducks on the pond right now with Ohtani standing at third and Trout at second.
Great speed. You're going to score 2 easily with a base hit here.
So he shields his 50th pitch of the night. We're in the 3rd inning with 2 outs. Now James wants to talk things over with his catcher Narvaez. 2 solo home runs allowed. Trout in the first, Pujols in the second, but a 2-out walk to Ohtani brought Trout up, and then he doubled into the left field corner.
I always think when you have a conversation like that, you're going to go to a secondary pitch. We showed it the other day where Upton 10 of his 20 home runs have been on breaking balls.
Here comes the 3-2, and he got him with a fastball, froze him. That'll do it for the Angels. They'll strand 2. We'll head to the 4th. Halos up 2-0.
StatCast powered by AWS. The ground covered by David Fletcher on this nice play by Albert Pujols on the push bunt. Garcia, but it got it, flipped it over 89 feet covered by David Fletcher to get there to the first base. So really, I thought it was a perfect bunt. Once you get it by the pitcher, you've done your job. But Albert with a great play, used the bare hand and flip over to David Fletcher to cover that much ground to get it out on a bunt.
Top of the order for Chicago here in the fourth. 9 up, 9 down for Skaggs. 7 strikeouts, and Anderson bounces this one toward third. It's a foul ball. Nice play by Luis, but to no avail. Anderson struck out in the first inning.
Anderson involved in that crazy play over at first base last night with the rotation for the umpires, and the tag applied to Jeffrey Marte on him as he went off the base, called as if he was pushed off the base by Marte.
Bad call. Didn't affect the game.
It's a judgment call, so everyone was asking, can you review that? You can't challenge that one. It's a judgment call.
Ground ball to third. Valbuena. A wild throw.
Might as well have another close play at first base involving Anderson after the last. Let's go back to our play last night. It's worthy of a Carl's Cam replay on the throw and the spin back around from Anderson Simmons, always thinking ahead as Marte applies that tag with the rotation of the umpires. You had Jerry Davis making the call saying that he was pushed off by Jeffrey Marte off the base on that one. That's why he was ruled safe. Although as he's fallen, you were seeing every position player now keeping the tag applied to the runner. Just a missed call on that one, as the rotation of the umpires were set up where it made it more difficult for Jerry Davis.
I still don't know why, if Brian Knight can see the play and in his determination says that Valbuena didn't push him off, why not just walk over to the crew chief and say, hey, no, I saw it this way. I mean, to me, who cares about ego or anything like that? As long as you get the call right. I'm all for umpires getting together.
You used to see that a lot more before replay.
Looked like Briseño got hit. The follow through by Garcia. No balls, 2 strikes.
And I've cut him on that swing. Reaching for that high pitch, and then the top of the bat ends up cutting the arm.
Old Jeffrey Marte special. Marte clouded a lot of catchers with that backswing of his. It's almost like a rug burn, like the bat just kind of grazed the arm. And
you have that cup of the bat will do that.
Think they'll bring out that cold spray? Freeze it off.
Oh, I missed that.
The old silver can on the belt loop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're good to go. Tape it up.
Yeah, you're all good.
The old expression, tape an aspirin to it. You're fine.
Yeah. Like so, Eric Munson. Briseño has been very good defensively behind the plate. Made his debut in Yankee Stadium, which he had a home run and a single in that game.
0-2 on Luis Garcia, the left fielder, struck out in the first.
Very similar pitch. He tried to get him to chase there.
Two balls, 2 strikes. .55 pitches now for Tyler, 37 of it strikes. to center field. Trout play this one on a hot first base hit of the night for Lurie Garcia for the White Sox. Comes off the bat of Lurie. Skaggs will work from the stretch for the first time. Jose Abreu coming up. We were talking about in the pregame show about the two-strike approach or shortening up. Perfect example right there by Garcia with 2 strikes. He's trying to put the ball in play.
When you look at that percentage of having a chance to get a base hit, you look at the middle of the field, your percentages increase greatly by using that middle part of the field as compared to trying to pull the baseball. Plus, as a hitter, you could stay back and let a baseball travel a little bit deeper. You can read the rotation of the baseball, whether it's a breaking ball or changeup or fastball. When you get in that pull mode, you're out in front, you're trying to jump on a fastball.
Abreu rockets one into right field. Fair ball, gets past Calhoun. Cole plays the carom cleanly. Garcia is going to be stopped at third. Abreu with a double. White Sox threatening here with runners at second and third and 1 out.
Right fielder number Garcia.
The fastball was up and off the outside corner. Stay with it. How quiet and still his head was as he's trying to hit the ball and looking for a pitch away. Although a lot of his hits he's pulled this season, Abreu, in this series, he's used the other side of the field very well, including a home run in game 1 to right center field.
Garcia pulls it foul.
It was
He
big
went down
moments
looking to second.
right now. Sorry, Victor. Big moment here for the Angels and Tyler Skaggs, especially when you had a chance to add on. You didn't do that in the bottom of the third, and right away the White Sox put themselves in position to be able to get a base hit. If they do here, it ties the game up.
Off speed, hit sharply to short, off the glove of Simmons. More than likely goes as an error. The run was scored. It's 2-1. Simba gets charged with his 7th error of the season. Hard hit by Garcia, but fairly routine play for a Gold Glove winner.
Almost has looked as if Anelcha looked up to see if he might have a chance at a play at the plate.
That's one of those situations, though. You know, it's the 4th inning. You're up 2-0. Just take the out. And I wanted to go back to getting ready to say it right before that pitch. While elite guys, the Verlanders of the world, or Nolan Ryan back in the day, were strikeout machines, and they could sustain that for a period of 7, 8, 9 innings. Tyler Skaggs is not that guy. Can you fall in love with the strikeouts if you've racked them up early, as opposed to going back, hey, second time through the order, I got to pitch now?
Especially when you get a couple strikes on, so your mindset is, I get a chance at another strikeout, and before long you're throwing 2 or 3 extra pitches to try to get that strikeout instead of trying to get a quick out on 1 or 2 pitches.
You're seeing guys coming up now hacking early and looking more comfortable. They've seen everything in the kitchen sink, because it's not as if he's racked up the strikeouts in the first 2 innings quickly. He's thrown some pitches.
Yeah, he's thrown quite a few. The thing is, Tyler's done very well this season. He's got that ground ball double play quite a bit. 12 double plays turned behind him this season.
Kata shoots one out to center field. That ball's hit well. Trout back. He's underneath it, makes the catch. Tagging and scoring is Abreu, a sac fly, and we're tied at 2. So single, double, error, sac fly. Man at first, 2 outs, with Davidson coming up. Moncada picks up his 43rd RBI.
Kind of very similar to game 1 of this series. When you have a lead, you're trying to add on, you don't do so, and the White Sox jump right back, and they have again in this inning, tied up at 2.
The old momentum shift.
Especially when you're talking about a club that's nearly 30 games under 500. they're down 2, and all of a sudden they're down 4 or 5. Negative thoughts creep into your mind. You're almost thinking about the next day. Instead, they're thinking they're part of this game, and they are right away now.
Ball on a strike that would fouled off of the arm of Briseño. He's had a tough 4th inning.
This time right off his throwing arm, his forearm. So he's got the cut on the left forearm. Now a foul ball off the right forearm.
We're tied at 2 here in the 4th inning, 2 outs. Garcia over at first base. Obviously, even though there was an error by Simmons, it's credited with an RBI. He's 22nd. One count on Davidson. Lifted out to center. Off-speed pitch. Trout is there. White Sox tie things up. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 2-2 game. Best suite in the house. Enter to win these seats at any Jerome's location.
Great
looking
view.
to answer back.
Yes.
Pujols, Simmons, Valbuena for the Angels here in the 4th against James Shields.
That is the best suite in the house.
7 strikeouts for Shields. 2 home runs allowed.
This could be an
Pujols.
interesting at bat.
Yeah. He gets the first pitch fastball, first strike.
Pretty amazing. 405 different pitchers Albert has homered against. Next up on that list, Ken Griffey Jr. at 407.
Albert flares one to right. Second hit. Both leadoff variety. He's at first base.
So Albert and Trout doing the damage so far against Shields. Cutter went with the pitch. Talked about that earlier when that side of the infield wide open, and to have a cutter going away to try to put it in play to that right side of the field. But get a base hit out of it, and Albert does. Albert just the other day passed Ricky Henderson in the all-time hit list. Pitched Ken Griffey, passed Ken Griffey Jr. tonight on the all-time home run list.
Andrelton Simmons struck out in the second. Only 7 strikeouts for Shields. Season high is 9 a couple of starts ago against Houston. Ground ball right side. Moncada was playing in the shift. Thought about going to second, but they take out Simmons at first. So Pujols moves into scoring position. Nice play by the White Sox second baseman.
He's getting better and better defensively.
We're not sure if that's going to be his long-term position, but he's done a nice job. It's still very young.
Andrelton Simmons trying to go the other way himself. Moncada able to get to that baseball. Thought about flipping it back to Anderson at second base, but took the out at first, allowing Pujols to get into scoring position. By the way, Albert with that base hit now 2 hits away from tying Craig Biggio for 24th on the all-time hit list.
Valbuena struck out in the second. 0-for-1.
Biggio, pride of Seton Hall.
Numbers for Valbuena as the season has progressed. Pujols at second base. Changeup misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 infielders on the right side with the shift on. To him on.
Shields from Park High School out in Santa Clarita area. A number of very good pitchers come out of that high school. Started with Bob Walk, Trevor Bauer, Montgomery from the Chicago Cubs.
Bob Walk.
Yes.
Still doing work with the Pirates?
Yes.
3-1 countdown. Shields, a 16th round pick by the Rays in 2000 out of Hart High School.
I think Todd Zeal went there also. Got a lot of really good baseball players, some good quarterbacks out of there too.
Todd Zeal, number 27, the St. Louis Cardinals.
Amongst other teams.
3-1. New York Mets, the other one. Valbuena works the walk with 1 out.
Now let's take a look at our key at drive to success. The Angels, when they've hit well with runners in scoring position, won a lot of games this season. .313 batting average with runners in scoring position when they win the game. Just .138 in losses. It's a .175 differential. That's the second biggest differential in baseball. Only the Chicago Cubs with a bigger differential. Last 8 wins, .337 with runners in scoring position.
Shields misses outside to Briseño, who struck out in the second.
And generally, when you think about it, with runners in scoring position in games you lose, you're not going to have a high batting average, but that's a pretty significant differential between hitting with runners in scoring position and wins as compared to losses, though.
Command has gotten away from Shields all of a sudden. Walking Valbuena falling behind here 2-0. Runners take off, and that's in for a strike to throw down to third, and Pujols is safe.
First stolen base of the season for Albert Pujols. It's the 11th stolen base now that James Shields has allowed in 16 attempts. That's a pretty good jump for Albert.
Second and third, one out. Two one. Line to short. Anderson's got it. Double play, inning over. Pujols way off the bag. The Angels unable to capitalize. 4 complete. We're tied at 2.
Coors Light refreshing finish. Vlad Guerrero, who's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. One of the many reasons why he's a Hall of Famer, that arm strength. Take a look at this throw from Vlad Guerrero all the way in the air to get the runner at home plate. Vlad Guerrero, an outstanding throwing arm, 5-tool player on his way to Cooperstown this weekend.
I think he's already there.
Yeah, I think he was going there
doing
today.
all kinds of stuff now. It all starts.
Hey, and he has a smile on his face. That's a shocker, don't you think?
Yeah, right. Jose Mota is leaving tomorrow because he is going to serve as his interpreter.
What an honor that must be for our boy Jose.
I asked him today if he had been back to Cooperstown. He said he hadn't been there since, I think it was '85. Played against Oneonta, New York Penn League, short season ball.
I haven't been back there since '87 myself. You were just back there just
last week.
Last week. Yeah. It's an amazing place.
Yes, it is.
That's an incredible class going in there. Baseball Hall of Fame, Cooperstown.
It's good to see all that Angels red with the Guerrero jerseys, T-shirts, all in the gift shop there, along with the rest of the guys that are going in.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, too, those Guerrero jerseys that they have at the Hall of Fame have the Hall of Fame induction patch on the sleeves. This is one hopper to Fletcher. Take a look at that class of 2018. Pretty good class.
Yes.
Guerrero, Hoffman, Chipper Jones, Jim Thome, Alan Trammell, Jack Morris also going in.
Bob Costas going in on Saturday. What a class. Wow. The place is going to be packed and rocking. Some AC/DC maybe?
Hell's bells.
Yes. For Trevor.
Saw that this is out toward right center field. Off team to the bat. Long run in for Cole. And he'll make the catch. Paul Molitor is leaving the Twins to go to Cooperstown. Played with Jack Morris. And Bruce Bochy leaving the San Francisco Giants. Managed Trevor Hoffman. Nice of those guys to go be there. 2 quick outs for Tyler Skaggs. Much needed quick outs. There's Adam Engel, center fielder.
Well, you just think about that for all those players going into the Hall of Fame. Immortalized forever.
Yep.
Something of this is a small group of players. When you consider how many guys have played in the major leagues, just that small select group.
Engel pulling one down the left field line. That looks like it's going to be fair, and it is. Hits that short wall and goes over the wall. So it's a double for Engel. I tell you what, I think that's fortunate that it was a double because Engel can run.
Yes.
And because that was a little of a floater down the line, I think he might have had a chance that ball stays in the corner that he gets for a triple.
He was thinking that. See the way he was running out of the batter's box. And if that hits the grass, it probably does stay in because it just barely touched the wall and bounces into the stands. That's one of those curveballs where Tyler really slowed down his delivery, and Anderson just missed that one. Fouled it straight back. Was elevated also. Oh, Chipper Jones was the first overall pick at a high school, and to see him progress and be a Hall of Famer, that doesn't happen a lot. That's pretty impressive what he did in his career. Part of an amazing team all those years going to the postseason with Atlanta.
Remember my old man was coaching with the New York Mets, the battles that the Mets and the Braves had.
With Larry?
The chance of Larry at Shea Stadium. Priceless. And you know what? He loved every minute.
Yes,
it
he
didn't
did.
bother him at all, but he kind of played along, but it was loud at Shea Stadium. One, two.
So it wasn't one of those, Larry, you're killing me.
No. Larry. Tell you what, man, it was an old ballpark. Shea Stadium was a lot of fun to watch.
The place got loud.
Oh, loud, and because of the stands that were on the casters that moved because of the football configuration back in the day, the stands would bounce when they got it going, especially in that lower level. One, two to Anderson. It's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lead off man is 0 for 2. Strikeout. Ground ball to third.
I remember David Cohn telling me all those years with the Mets how loud that place could get when they were playing well.
Two. Strikeout. First from Skaggs, it's the 3rd inning. And that'll do it for the Angels or for the White Sox here in the 5th. Led the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 2. best rivalries renewed with Chris Bryant and the Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Coverage begins at 12:30 Pacific on FS1 or stream it live on the Fox Sports app. 9-1-2 for the Angels against James Shields, Fletcher, Calhoun, and Ohtani. David a ground ball to third. His first at bat.
Look at Chicago, still haven't quite been able to distance himself from the Brewers or even the Pirates. The Pirates had won 11 games in a row before losing today. Trevor Bauer threw the ball excellent against them. Cleveland beat Pittsburgh 11 in a row.
The ball is 2 strikes. St. Louis 7.5 back in that National League Central. National League West is shaping up to be a little interesting as well. Dodgers lost today, but then at the start of the day, Arizona half back, Colorado 2.5, Giants 4.5 back.
How about the Dodgers losing last night on a walk-off home run by Trevor Plouffe against Kike Hernandez? 3-run home run.
Rockies made a trade today for Senwan O from the Toronto Blue Jays, so
that's a good pickup.
They spent a lot of money on their bullpen this offseason. They just picked up another reliever. They're tied with the Astros right now, 2-2 in the 9th. Fletcher bouncing and foul count.
Oh, look at those hands by Dino.
Tampa Bay beat the Yankees again. They have their number.
Yankees have struggled really against Tampa Bay and Baltimore.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
It's amazing when teams make trades. Like when they got Zach Britton, all of a sudden everyone's saying they're the team to beat. You go to the World Series, you still have a lot of baseball to play. David Fletcher trying to lean into that changeup to get on base. Saw a lot of pitches last night. First 3 at bats, I think it was about 20 pitches he saw.
3-2. And he shoots one into center field.
Pretty much did that again like last night up the middle. Has to go to that middle part of the plate, and you see how he's just shortening up. He's choking up with the bat. He's trying to make contact and utilize that big part of the field. Five hits in this game against Shields for the Angels, all 5 by right-handed batters.
Cole 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Shields at 72 pitches, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's now allowed 5 hits, 2 singles, a double, 2 home runs. Quick throw to first, low throw, dug out by Abreu. Nice play.
1 point, one of the better pickoff moves. James Shields. Used to be very difficult to steal against. He's allowed 11 stolen bases this season. A short throw over the first, stumbled in his delivery. Bray was able to keep that in front of him.
David has 1 big league stolen base.
Boy, the way the outfield is set up for the White Sox, if Cole can just let a baseball travel a little bit deeper and hit it to left center field, a lot of action as far as running the bases for Fletcher and Cole Calhoun. This is a ton of room. Think about how far the distance between the left fielder and center fielder. And he's pitching them away, especially with a changeup to stay back and hit that ball to left center field.
1-2 count. Halos with 2 solo home runs, 1 each in the first 2 innings. Trout, Pujols. White Sox with 2 runs in the 4th, 1 earned, 1 unearned, courtesy of the error by Angels at 7th error of the season. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the 5th. Leadoff single by Fletcher. Time called at the last second. Long look in for Shields. Ohtani on deck. Here comes the 1-2. Fletcher's on the move. That's ripped into the right field corner. Fletcher will turn it, head to third. He is going to score easily all the way from first base. 3-2 Angels on the Calhoun double.
Well, when you see the Angels, Victor, on the move like this, they've been pretty successful doing that. And Fletcher going on the pitch. Cole lines it into the corner. Another double for Cole, his 7th and 31st RBI. Even Fletcher, who got that base hit on a 3-2 pitch on the move. And then Cole delivers a double to score him. Hanging breakable, a mistake pitch. And Cole Calhoun ready to line that one in the corner. Easily scoring Fletcher with the go-ahead run. Cole liking that swing. Especially the first hit of the game by a left-handed batter against Shields.
Here's Ohtani. Struck out of the first, walked in the third. He'll skyward high and deep to right. Garcia's back. That is gone. Sayonara! Ohtani-san!
Well, what do we say about making adjustments quickly? Shohei Ohtani, after striking out his first at bat on a changeup, worked a walk, his second at bat. This is one of his BP-type home runs, way out to right center field. His 9th home run, all 9 here at the big end, all 9 versus right-handed pitching. Brought his hands in and he created that lift, a great launch angle. That is way up there. Yes, it was. Tyler Skaggs. Yeah, swaggy.
There's Trout.
Wow, that baseball was crushed.
Trout 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Takes a breaking ball outside. They're saying 446 on the distance. 2-0. About the corner.
When you look at the home runs so far this season for Shohei Ohtani, there's a fan of Shohei with that jersey. 9 home runs, 7 to center field, 2 to right center field.
Two on the way. Breaking ball misses.
Very similar count now for Trout. He had in the first inning when he had a home run, a 3-1 pitch. 3-1 count. Got a cutter.
Pulls a foul. Guard. So they put a man on. Still nobody out here in the 5th. Been on board 3 times.
And you might see Trout on the move. Cutter again and get on top of that pitch. Runs in, backs up on him, and hits Trout in the guard on that tricep area. So far in this game, Trout, Pujols, and Ohtani with home runs for the Halos.
Topped and 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Next stolen base will have another 20-20 as far as 20 stolen bases, 20 home run season. Well, the first time this season where Ohtani, Pujols, and Trout have all homered in the same game. First time tonight.
One ball, one strike.
By the way, Victor, just going back to that Chipper Jones as far as first overall pick to go in the Hall of Fame. Only Ken Griffey Jr., the other first overall pick to be in the Hall of Fame. There's 2. The normal lead for Trout, about 11-foot lead.
Check in on him.
There's Trout. His normal lead.
1-1. Pulled foul, almost takes out the third base umpire, and in this case Pat Hoberg. That's a tough play because he made the move to his right and that ball's hooking right at him.
He's going a little matrix on that one to get out of the way.
Keanu would be really happy with that move.
Yes, he would have. By the way, Oakland, they're ahead now.
Stop.
Yes.
They are 6-5 in the 9th inning.
Chris Davis again.
One, 2. They pitch out. Nothing's happening. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We don't see pitch outs very often anymore.
That has gone way down.
Yeah.
And the old thing when you're in that dugout, used to scream out, "Hey, we don't run on pitch outs."
Oh, thanks for the clarification.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Let me jot that down.
Yes. No, we don't run on pitch outs.
That wasn't in the scouting report. Nobody out here in the 5th. 5-2 Angels.
Trout looked like he was ready to run, but Shields did a nice job as far as holding the baseball. He will be going now, though.
Full count.
Well, Chris Davis, a couple home runs in that game for Oakland.
Pujols on deck. Trout's on the move, and that is ball 4. Just missed low. So walk to Upton. Still nobody out. See what Rick Renteria decides to do here. It's the 3rd walk issued by Shields, and it looks like that's going to be it for the veteran. His Volta had been getting ready. James Shields, 88 pitches tonight. He will depart here, down 5-2, and with guys at first and second base. The first pitching change of the game. The Angels on top.
The power bats working tonight for the Halos. Mike Trout in the 1st inning, his 27th home run. Albert Pujols in the 2nd, his 17th, and also passing Ken Griffey Jr. on the all-time home run list. And then Shohei Ohtani way out to right center field, his 9th home run. All 9 here at the Big A for Shohei Ohtani. All 3 with home runs tonight. First time this season to do so.
James Shields tonight, 4 innings plus 5 batters, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Responsible for the 2 guys on base. Also hit a batter. 7 strikeouts and 3 walks. As Chris Volstad takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks. Volstad pitching his 32nd game. 1 start this year, 1-5 overall with a 5.08 ERA, 44 1/3 innings.
90-94 with his fastball. He'll throw a curveball, slider, and a changeup.
Volstad, a tall drink of water at 6'8". 31 years of age. This is yanked foul.
Have the Lakers called up for him yet?
Not yet.
6'8".
But there's still plenty of time.
Yes, LeBron trying to add some pieces to that team. 6'8".
Marlins first round pick back in 2005. 1-1 speed. Trout at second, Upton at first. Pujols 2 for 2, home run. Solo shot in the second, single to lead off the 4th. He picked up his first stolen base. Albert lines it out to left field. That will be caught by Louis Garcia. What a play. Fires it to second. Safe
really
at
close.
second. And if they had any presence of mind by Moncada and throw to first, they get up to the first.
I think they might take even a look at that one. Trout Had to go back in that base hard, shaking his hand a little bit. Ball was hit very well by Albert. Trout read that was going to be down. Garcia got a lot on that throw also. He's got 5 outfield assists. How close that was. Got the hand in just before the baseball in the glove.
First and second, still 1 out. Here's Angelton Simmons, 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth.
Up then is the trail runner looking at Mike Trout to see if he would go.
By the way, that A's win, or the go-ahead home run by Chris, they were down to the last strike. He went opposite field into the second deck in Arlington. 6-5 at the bottom of the ninth. So still game left for Texas. That was a 5-1 lead. Last night they were down 10-2, came back to win. I think they were down 5-1. Lead at 6-5 at the bottom of the ninth.
Down by 8 runs in the 8th inning. Was what, first time since 1939 for him to come back from that deficit.
Chopper left side and under the glove of Sanchez. Trout's being waved around. A throw from Garcia up the line, gets away. And trying to go to second is Simmons. He'll be in there safely on the throwing arrow.
Boy, it's fun to watch Trout when he turns on the afterburner. Talked about having to pressure this defense for the White Sox. It's struggled defensively this entire season. Gets underneath the glove. A potential double play ball ends up being a base hit and a run scored. An error beyond the throw from Garcia, his 4th error.
Hit and an error on Garcia. So credit Simmons with an RBI. The White Sox can intentionally walk Luis Valbuena. Like Luis, just as surprised as anybody. Here comes Jose Briseño with the bases loaded. Second walk picked up by Valbuena. Ninth man to bat here in the 5th inning. Briseño's 0 for 2, a strikeout, and he lined into a double play.
Very good with runners on. Paul said there was a fastball about 90% of the time when he's behind in the count.
Chopper towards second. Moncada. They turn it into a double play. The Angels will leave a couple of men off, but they strike for a total of 4. And it started really with a double by Calhoun, and then Ohtani with a huge home run to right center field.
What sound off the bat. Bringing the smile and the wow from Tyler Skaggs on that swing.
great deal more than a great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Carl's Jr., the tempting El Diablo Thick Burger has returned to Carl's Jr. Pick it up before it's gone. And by the 2018 Subaru Forester, a whole lot to love.
Top of the 6th inning, Angels up by the score of 6-2 here against the White Sox. A 4-run 5th inning. Snapping the tie. Tyler Skaggs back to work. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Sox, and Garcia, Abreu, and Garcia. Lurie Garcia 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the 4th inning. '79th pitch of the night for Skaggs. 8 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits allowed. 2-1.
A lot of first pitch strikes so far tonight for Tyler. 17 of 20 batters faced.
Popped up on the first base side. Pujols toward the dugout area. And will not have a play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Three hits for the Sox. They've stranded 2. The Angels with 8 hits. 3 long balls. They've left 5 on base. Garcia bouncing it foul. And he goes down swinging. Off speed pitch. Strikeout completed, 1 down.
Good breaking ball, 9th strikeout for Skaggs, season high. Had that good fastball work at end. Now his curveball get him to swing at a non-strike. His changeup's been solid. It's a career high, tying 9th strikeout on that swing and miss on a breaking ball.
4th time in his career that he's done that. One-0. Bray fouls it back. Steve Stone unable to make the play.
Yeah, he's got a Cy Young award through his belt. He doesn't need to make a play.
He doesn't need to make a play, right? Let
He's
the
got guys
defense work.
behind him, yes, make the plays.
He made the effort. It was a valiant effort.
Yes, it was.
Upstairs. Two balls, 1 strike. First time Skaggs got the 9 strikeouts back on May 27, 2013 against Texas. Crazy to think he's pitched in the big leagues that long ago.
Yes.
So young. And of course, he's a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks upstairs. It's 2-2. Full count. Garcia on deck. Off speed, popped up. Left side, Simmons calling for it.
Tyler has thrown the ball so well tonight. Let's take a look at our Old Dominion, bringing his best. Talk about his 4-seam fastball, how successful it has been, not only tonight, but this season. 93, 95, batting average against his four-seam fastball. 198 coming in the game. Just above him, Garrett Cole, Purcell, Justin Verlander. That's how effective that four-seam fastball has been for Tyler this season and tonight. The improvement and the confidence in his four-seamer. This 198 is compared to 277 last season. 3 punch-outs on that one.
Garcia struck out looking at a second, reached on an error by Simmons, picked up an RBI in the fourth. 22nd RBI. Rockies, by the way, ended up walking off on Houston 3-2. Oakland won 6-5. They beat Texas.
Oakland is now 6.5 games behind the Astros.
Seattle won earlier today 3-2. See a good rip, fouls it back 1-2. That's the American League West. Seattle 5 back, Oakland 6.5 back. A's have won 5 now, 5 in a row.
Well, it's been their bullpen. It's been so good. It's allowed them to come back in games. You're down 10-2 in the game, come back and win. You're down 5-1 late in the game and come back and win. Need some help. Not only you're going to get it from the offensive side, but the bullpen, very good.
Bouncer through the hole on the left side, a 2-out single for Garcia.
That's what you talked about a little bit earlier, Victor. That break a ball that was too much in the strike zone, when you can expand the strike zone with it and maybe bounce it. Garcia stays back, even though fooled a little bit by the speed of the pitch at 76. See the reaction by Tyler Skaggs. Didn't get that one out of the strike zone. Boy, another first pitch strike for Skaggs. (18 of 23 batters faced tonight. First pitch strike.
Movement down the Angels' pen. Nobody loosening yet. Moncada is 0 for 1 with a sac fly, and he'll pop this one up to shallow center. Skaggs should get through the 6th, and he does. Well, to the bottom of the inning, the Angels on top 6-2.
Sports West is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers, by City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball, and by the 2018 Subaru Forester, a whole lot to love.
Halos on top 6-2, Tyler Skaggs. And more than likely his night has come to an end. We'll see what they decide to do. Chilling like that, talking to everybody.
Yeah, usually when you move up towards that seats up in the front by the railing, it means you're done. No walks, 9 strikeouts for Skaggs. Just 1 earned run in 6 innings. Continues a great role that he is on.
Fletcher, Calhoun, and Ohtani for the Angels here in the 6th inning. Volstad back out on the mound as Bedrosian gets ready.
4th game for Tyler Skaggs to strike out 9 batters in a game. First time with no walks to go along with the 9 strikeouts though for Skaggs.
Fletcher 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 4-run 5th inning for the Angels. Two. Did not go. Full count.
Wait, another full count for Fletcher at the plate. Started the rally last inning on a 3-2 count, base hit up the middle. His batting average now up to 299. He's had a great series so far, 5 for 9.
Foul at the plate. Hey, stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota. Another payoff. Fletcher ground ball right side, second hit.
It's amazing.
Well, he came in averaging 3.87 pitches per plate appearance. I'm sure that'll tick upward tonight.
This is the throwback. The guy that's going to put the ball in play is going to work counts, shorten up his swing, use the whole field. Base hit the center, base hit the right. Another multi-hit game for Fletcher. On base a couple times last night with a walk and a double. At back-to-back 3-hit games prior to last night.
Cole, little number back to the left side, and Anderson has to make a play on it. Has no play whatsoever. Now it goes an infield base hit, so 2 on to start the 6th inning, and Ohtani coming up.
And it's hit the ball the other way. We talked about the opportunity for Cole to hit the ball that way. It's another hit, 2nd of the game. Shohei Ohtani in the 5th inning. Oh, this baseball is hit a long way, well over 440 feet. To right center field, 9th home run of the season for Shohei Ohtani.
Off speed away. Strikeout, walk, and a 2-run home run for Shohei. His 9 home runs have averaged 422 feet distance. Fletcher at second, Calhoun at first, Trout on deck.
Amazing thing is, though, still 7 of his home runs to center field, 2 to right center field.
Two-0 pitch. He'll take a strike.
So far, so good as far as the shuffle in the lineup, putting Shohei Ohtani in the number 2 spot, ahead of Mike Trout. Trout a big game, Albert Pujols a big game, Cole Calhoun, David Fletcher, big games.
That's a foul. Two count. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Ohtani tops it foul. Shohei now with 25 runs batted in after the 2-run home run of the 5th inning, in which the Angels batted around. Another 3-2. He'll take a called strike 3. 1 down.
One of those borderline pitch to two-seamer. As a hitter, you think that's off the plate. It looked like it was a little bit off the plate. It was called a 3rd strike. And it is about a half a baseball off the corner. You'll get that call a lot when you have that type of movement late towards that inside corner with a lefty batter against a righty pitcher.
Trout's been on board 3 times. Home run, double, and hit by pitch.
Doesn't swing often at the first pitch, but has very good numbers in his career when he's ready for that first pitch. That was a pretty good pitch to drive.
Ten hits for the Angels tonight. A ball, 1 strike. And number 27 is turning 27. Join us. The Angels taking on the Tigers on Tuesday, August the 7th. Fans in attendance will receive a Trout 27th birthday shirt, courtesy of Micro Semi, while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com. One. Lined out to right field toward the corner. Garcia giving chase. Gone! Big fly for Mike Trout. 3-run shot, his 2nd of the night.
Well, Trout, he doesn't hit many home runs in that part of the field. Done that a couple times this season. That one, a 3-run home run for Trout. What a game he has had so far. A double, 2 home runs. 4 RBI for Trout. 28 home runs on the season. He's short through the baseball and going the other way. So pretty good approaches tonight as far as using the whole field. And Trout goes over the short wall in right field.
Well, I believe I mentioned the last time he had a multi-homer game. That was in Seattle back in June.
And it's good to see him get a chance to hit with a couple guys on base and hit one of those home runs.
just the second time since then that he's had a home run with a man on base. Trout now with 28 home runs. 58 runs batted in, and Upton hits one out to left. It'll stay in the yard just underneath this one. Louis Garcia is there. 2 down. Here comes Albert. Albert tonight, home run, single with a fly ball to left. Takes ball 1. Nine-2 Angels. We are in the 6th inning. Albert lines to the left. A 3-hit game for Pujols.
Now 1 hit away from tying Pujols on the all-time hit list. Taking a pinch run for Albert Pujols. Had a big game tonight. See that in the all-time hit list. He's 25th. This one away from tying Pujols for 24th in the all-time hit list with 3,060. It's 3,059 for Albert with 3 hits tonight.
There's Andrelton Simmons. Singled his last time up, 1 for 3. And he'll shoot with this from the right.
That's good to see.
Marte will stop at second.
He's struggling with his timing, get that infield hit. And now a base hit going the other way for Andrelton Simmons. Very good in that number 6 spot. 346 batting average this season in the number 6 spot. 2 hits tonight. A fastball away. Drives it to right field for Andrelton Simmons. 2 hits tonight. Game for Mike Trout. 2 home run performance. To go along with a double and a hit by pitch.
Valbuena takes a breaking ball for a strike. 0 for 1. Strikeout. Worked a base on balls in the 4th. Intentionally walked to load him up in the 5th.
And on base percentage pretty good for Trout, don't you think? 4 more times on today.
White Sox start to get action going. Hector Santiago, former Angel, loosening. Bedrosian ready to go for the 7th. Bueno fouls it back. 1-2. Speed pulled into right field, a base hit. It'll bring home a run. Marte will score. Simmons racing around 3rd. He's being waved around. It's a 2 RBI double for Luis Valbuena. The Angels extend their lead here in the 6th inning.
Talk about some good balance in the lineup. We've seen this tonight for the Angels. break a ball a lot of the plate. Luis Valbuena lines it by Abreu into the corner. Drive it in 2. 11 runs for the Halos.
They had the outburst on Sunday against Lance McCullers and the Astros. Stymied the first 2 games of this series, but they've certainly opened it up here in game 3. And in scoring position, here's Jose Briseño. 0 for 3, double play ball the last 2 times up. Hits this one sharply to short. Anderson knocks it down. Angels for the second consecutive inning bat around. This time 5 runs and included Trout's second home run of the night.
This one a 3-run home run to right field for Trout. 28 home runs on the season. Back to that game in Arlington. Chris Davis the other way. Oakland was down by 1, up by 1 on that swing. That's a mammoth home run the other way for Chris Davis. 27th home run of the season as Oakland comes back again. Win in Arlington against the Rangers. Mike Trout, 2 home runs tonight. Now 28 home runs. And as usual, Trout gives that way a baseball. After that warm-up session in the outfield. Yeah, this is what, and he got it. Happy birthday. That's all he wanted.
I could have sworn I just read, I'm going to go back. I think Rangers were 42-0 this year, leading in the 9th inning. And Chris Davis and the A's happened. Oh, crazy. Cabadrosian takes over for the Angels here in the 7th inning. Marte stays in the game at first. Cam pitching for the 49th time this year. 3-2 with a 3.71 ERA. This is a career high for him. Pitching 48 games last year, of course. Hence the career high tonight. Just in case it may have confused you a little bit.
I'm always dazed and confused.
As well you should be. Davidson, Sanchez, and Narvaez coming up against Cam. First pitch fastball in for a strike.
How cool was that though for Trout to throw that baseball up to that youngster for his birthday? Sign a few autographs just before going out on the field today. Homers in his first at bat.
One ball, one strike. Davidson 0 for 2 with a fly ball to right, and a fly ball to center. One and two.
Another great game by Tyler Skaggs. 6 innings, 1 earned run.
A very similar looking, feeling game tonight the Angels had on Sunday against the Astros.
You keep waiting for that carryover effect where you just feel more comfortable and confident in the batter's box. See if that's the case again tomorrow. Certainly great swings today.
Ball misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Yolmer Sanchez on deck. 6, 7, and 8 for the White Sox here in the 7th. Davis pulls one and glove by Valbuena. One down. Ball's hit hard.
Reese with a couple walks, a couple RBI doubles. Solid defensive play here. The hot corner. Nice play, firm throw for Luis.
Sanchez 0 for 2. Twice is grounded out. Two balls, no strikes. Skaggs today 6 innings, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, 2 runs, 1 earned. Terrific outing for him. Kind of following along too, Gooby, as far as the pattern we've seen from starting pitchers so far on the homestand.
Well, I showed a little bit earlier when you go back to May 1st where their starting staff has been as far as the ERA. That's using 9 different starters during that stretch.
Right.
Third best in all of baseball as far as ERA for starters.
Four-pitch walk, up 9 runs here in the 7th with 1 out. Brings up Narvaez.
Catcher, number 38, Omar Narvaez.
Quick meeting on the mound with Simmons and Briseño. Narvaez with a strikeout in the 3rd inning, hit a fly ball to right field the 5th. So he's 0 for 2. So that's 5 out of the strike zone now for Bedrosian. There's a strike.
Come on, Skaggs, get him!
Assume that Chris Volstad's done after his 2 innings. Shields gave up 6. Volstad charged with 5 runs in 2 innings. 1 and 2.
Yeah, the home runs have been great in this game. There's been 4 of them for the Angels, but really they've used the entire field throughout the whole game. Center field the other way. David Fletcher a solid game himself again. Like Trout with a couple home runs. Albert Pujols, a big game, 3-hit game, including a home run. Shohei Ohtani, a home run, 2-run home run. Cole Calhoun using the whole field.
Called strike 3. 2 outs.
Fastball just a little bit above the strike zone.
Yeah. We'd be opening up the strike zone a little bit to move the game along. 2 down, men at first. Here's Adam Engel, struck out in the 3rd inning, doubled into the left field corner of the 5th, and was stranded at scoring position. "16 pitches thrown by Cam. 9 balls, 7 strikes. It's like Hector Santiago will come on in the bottom of the 7th inning. Angels for the 3rd consecutive inning will have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. Fletcher, Calhoun, and Ohtani. 1 and 2. Down goes Engel, strikeout. Now have to complete the strikeout. And there's the 3rd out. Halos up, 11-2. Time now for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota.
Okay. Or the big bats from Trout, Ohtani, and Pujols. Where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with the guy that sets the tone on the mound, and that is all-star in our eyes, Tyler Skaggs. You want to talk about elevating a fastball and swings and misses and where he's at. Hitters are not able to catch up with his perception, velocity, and lots of live and carry. Now, it was about time he had some support offensively. Great hitting speed. James Shields coming off a great start. Last time out against Seattle, not this time. He's down in the zone, just not hitting good zones, but the Angels are able to capitalize. Trout number 27, Pujols 631, Ohtani 446 feet. And by the way, we knew Mike Trout was not done, was he?
No, we knew that for sure. Another one for Trout. By the way, Albert Pujols home run and stolen base in the same game. First time since 2014, 4th as an Angel. This has been a Nissan Game Break. We'll get back to Mark and Victor in a moment, but first, here's a word from Nissan.
Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box.
And the Angels swinging the bat exceptionally well tonight against Chicago. Leading this game 11-2, bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, old friend Hector Santiago on the mound for Chicago.
Who are you calling old?
Well, me. I know I'm old. 32nd game. He has 7 starts on the season. ERA 5.81.
30 years of age. Spent parts of last year with the Minnesota Twins. All-Star 2015 wearing the Angels uniform. He was 9-9 that year with a 3.59 ERA. It's his only All-Star appearance.
One of our favorite Angel players back in the day when he was here.
Fletcher lofts wouldn't foul. The ball's on a strike. David 2 for 3. Yet another multi-hit game for the Angels infielder. He's playing second base tonight.
Hector's fastball is 87, 93. Although a cutter, curve, slider, changeup, occasional splitter. It was used to almost like a screwball.
Two balls, two strikes. Called strike 3. Top part of the strike zone, 1 out.
Control. This high fastball has been called a couple times now in the last inning.
Two for 4. That's what Cole is tonight with a double single. RBI, 2 runs scored.
Oh, what a nice game himself. That double to right field. Base hit to the left side of the infield. Much, much better with those hands where it's set up right now. Better balance at the plate.
Three-one count with Ohtani on deck. 3-1, and that's lifted down the line. Lurie Garcia, left fielders there. 2 down. Here comes Shohei.
The batters have had some pretty good success against Hector this season. Should be a good test here for Shohei.
Shohei 1 for 3. Home run, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Outside corner 2-1, or pardon me, 1-2. So Johnson getting ready. He'll pitch the 8th. Two. 2-2 from Hector. Off speed, catches the outside part of the plate. The Angels are done here in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th inning. It's 11-2 Halos. Seven first pitch, and the Seattle Mariners come to town for 3. The Angels will travel on Sunday, enjoy the off day in St. Petersburg, Florida, before taking on the Rays for a 3-game set, then off to Cleveland and return home for a week. Jim Johnson takes over in the 8th inning. The Angels on top of this one. Top of the order coming up for the White Sox. Johnson pitched last night. And he'll have a new left fielder, Jabari Blash. Will patrol left. Justin Upton is out of the game. Anderson, Lurie Garcia, and Jose Abreu for the White Sox here in this 8th inning. Trojan 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Tim Anderson tonight 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Grant 3 changing his lineup around a little bit. The left-hander on the mound. 0-2. I've been able to pick up just 4 hits. All 4 off Skaggs.
Well, what an effort, though, again for Tyler. A lot of confidence. Using that 4-seam fastball so well. His changeup was solid. Breaking ball, curveball once again.
Johnson ready. And that one misses upstairs. One, 2. Just got a piece of it. Stay tuned for Angels Live Postgame Show presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Pop-up left side, Valbuena and Simmons. Simmons calls him off. 1 down.
Well, he ran that fastball inside on Anderson by Jim Johnson. He's always had that good running action on his fastball.
So it's Lori Garcia coming up, the left fielder. Garcia 1 for 3. There's a count up at a ball and a strike. Two and one. Johnson doesn't waste a whole lot of time. This one out the left field. Blash has to go back, spins around, reaches up. Big man hauls it in. 2 outs.
Pretty good reach on that one to be able to run that one down.
They join the Angels for Hawaiian weekend Saturday 6:07 first pitch. They take on the Mariners. Stay for a family-friendly animated movie following the Saturday Night Fireworks Show. For more information, go to angels.com.
Family friendly.
What you got?
I don't know.
Hawaiian themed.
Don't know.
Herbie the Love Bug goes to Hawaii.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Had to have been one of those movies made, right?
Maybe a Magnum PI remake.
But it's a movie, though.
That was a movie at one point.
Come on, a real movie. Family friendly, too. Short shorts.
Yes.
OP shorts that Magnum was wearing.
Oh, yeah. Tom Selleck.
Sweet stash. 1-1. Brady takes downstairs.
Huge baseball fan. He's going to be happy with Trammell and Jack Marsh going in the Hall of Fame.
For sure. Brady bouncer back up the middle. Fletcher has it. Off balance throw. Are you kidding me? No, didn't have much on it. Abreu was able to leg it out. I didn't think he was going to get there. Number 1. Heck of a play by Fletcher, but it's an infield single for
Abreu.
Abreu.
Becoming a huge fan favorite. What he's been able to do with the glove and swinging the bat. Right back up the middle and into that outfield grass. Fletcher gets to it. Tries to get enough on the throw. But Abreu sensing that chance to get a base hit. A la Bobby Abreu. Beating that one out for an infield hit.
Avisail Garcia, the right fielder, takes a strike. He's 1 for 3. What'd you guess? What movie would you think? Hawaiian themed. Patrick O'Neill has chimed in via text. Lilo and Stitch.
Good one.
So they're going animated.
Good call.
Yeah. Dirt. Garcia went around. Abreu will take second on the wild pitch. First inclination was to say just go with it, but it's not quite family friendly.
Yeah.
There's some suggestive language.
Yes.
Situations now. Although a very funny movie. Adam Sandler. 51st Dates. Also another Adam Sandler, right?
Yes.
Hawaii. Drew Barrymore.
Adam Sandler, awesome. It's good to see Patrick O'Neill guessing along with us.
He's down at the desk, man. He's ready to go for the postgame show. He's just back from Hawaii. So
yes.
He should have.
Yeah, he's got to have the inside information.
Yeah, I guess. And he is Hollywood royalty.
Oh, yes.
You know.
I thought he might say maybe they would do a Die Hard 2 movie, but that's not quite Hawaii.
Not family friendly.
No.
No.
Although he was in it.
Nobody died better in that movie than Patrick O'Neill.
It was fantastic.
Nobody dove better into a lagoon with 3 dudes. Better than Patrick O'Neill and Wild Hogs.
Yes. And we didn't realize, we found out today it was in Beverly Hills 90120. Yes. But he gave the wrong zip code for Beverly Hills, but it's close.
Well, Simba has to deal with a barrel. The ball comes up and almost hits him. May have actually gotten him. What a play by Andrelton Simmons. I think you're thinking of the sequel. That's what you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of that bat in it. That's Simba. For this game, level up. Certainly they've done that today. Level up on that swing with 4 home runs, 11 runs on 14 hits. Trout has leveled up a couple baseballs tonight. 2 home runs, including a 3-run home run. A double also. Albert Pujols home run, Shohei Ohtani with a home run. Trout looking for his first game in which he's hit 3 home runs in a game.
Fastball, top part of the strike zone. On board 4 times with the 2 home runs, double hit by pitch. Trout goes down looking, 1 out.
2 straight strikeouts for Hector Santiago.
Three overall.
Number 54,
Jabari Blash, his first plate appearance. Blash 2 for 22 at the big leagues, 1 RBI. No balls, 2 strikes. Down goes Blash. 2 outs. Stay tuned to our Angels live postgame show for the Auto Nation Business and Sports. Auto Nation, low price, no pressure guarantee. Hitting at 2/3 for Hector Santiago, 4 strikeouts. Jeffrey Marte cuts through this one. First plate appearance for him. Off the end of the bat toward left. Lori Garcia's there. And we head to the 9th inning with the Angels on top of 11-2. Now available at lower price, $82.99. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. Your subscription includes MLB At-Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv to take advantage of this special offer. Blake Parker on to pitch here in the 9th inning. 45th game, 2-1, 2.98 ERA. Last pitched on Monday. He gets Moncada, Davidson, and Sanchez. Angels try to snap this losing streak, up by 9. Chip Johnson went 1 inning, allowed a hit. One popped up, third base side, and Valbuena get there. He does, makes the catch, one out. And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Davidson, the DH, 0 for 3. 0-2.
Chance to get a swing and miss now. What a splitter.
Out to deep right field. Trout got a good jump on it. Not going to get there. That one is gone. A home run for Matt Davidson the opposite way. The 11-3 Angels. Davidson hits his 15th of the season.
One of those home runs just over that yellow line in right center field. 16th home run. Hit just above the yellow line. Difference between 18-foot wall and an 8-foot wall. 16 home runs this season.
Home run by Davidson, the 6th hit for Chicago. Yolmer Sanchez, the third baseman. Keeps a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs and a walk. Line foul, leave it to count at 2-2. That section's gotten a couple of hot smashes that way this inning. Full count. Three-two from Parker. And a walk.
And your goal is to be real quick and efficient in this inning if you're Blake Parker, especially with a day game tomorrow. And make sure you're available.
I'm a little surprised he's in the game. Pitched on Monday. 11-2 game. Not too many guys in the Angels bullpen that need work.
No.
Narvaez, the catcher, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. No balls, 2 strikes. Marte, of course, playing behind Sanchez at first base. Levi is a .449 batting average since June the 7th. Hitless so far tonight. That leads the major leagues, that stretch. And now the 0-2 again. Ground ball to second base. Fletcher on to Simmons for one. Back to first. Double play. Light that baby up as the Angels pick up the victory tonight by the final of 11-3.
This real balance in the lineup throughout this game. Great pitching from Tyler Skaggs. Bullpen did their job. Mike Trout. What a game for Trout tonight. 3 extra base hits, a couple home runs. Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Mike Trout. 4 RBI, giving him now 28 home runs on the season. 4 RBI. Open that up down to 58. And over above and beyond, a player of the game. Mike Trout has done that a few times in his Angel career. Shohei Ohtani with a 2-run home run. Albert Pujols with a big game with a home run, 3 hits. Just 1 hit away from Craig Biggio, 24th on the all-time hit list.
Not lost in all of this either is the performance that Tyler Skaggs put forth for the Angels tonight, picking up the victory. No save, of course, but overall a fantastic outing. You mentioned Mike Trout with a multi-homer game, his first since mid-June. He's down on the field. Alex Curry. Alex.
Mike, this was the bounce-back game that this team needed. What did you like about what your guys did well tonight?
We were just out there grinding, having good at-bats, big hits. You know, Albert, Ohtani, you know, everywhere, 1 through 9, you know, setting the table. It was a big win for us.
And speaking of that, it's the first time that you, Ohtani, and Pujols have all homered in the same game. How important is that for this team's success to have all the big guys step up at the same time?
It's great. You know, we're just trying to have good at-bats and, you know, getting a pitch a hit and just not missing it. And then, obviously, with Albert's homer, my homer, and Ohtani's, you know, it's pretty fun lineup to be a part of when we're all swinging good.
Now, Tyler Skaggs was dealing for you guys tonight. He's really become an arm that you can depend on. What's impressed you about what he's been able to do?
He's just pounding the strike zone. You know, it's fun to play behind him. He's working quick. He's battling out there. He's a grinder, and you know, he's pitching well for us.
Well, congrats on picking up the win.
Yeah, thank you.
The Angels take Game 3 against the Sox, a final of 11-3 with all the big guys showing up here tonight. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Angels Live with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon to break it all down next right here on Fox Sports West.